Hey everybody, here with the polls for January 28th, 2015, presented by Longbox Radio. It is Saturday morning. I had meant to get this up last night, but I fell asleep reading comics, so, you know, that happens. We have 5 books this week. First up from DC Comics, we have Batman number 38. This is part 4 of Endgame. In this one, we learn that, well, the Joker's immortal. Deal with it. There's like some weird mythology going on in this. Batman learns quite a deal about. They allude to the Lazarus pits and all kinds of weird stuff like that. So we'll find out what's exactly going on here. Of course, there's going to be some kind of twist. We can't just have the Joker be this Slender Man-esque figure that has existed through the history of Gotham and stuff like that. But it's kind of a neat idea. All the same, it would be neater in a spin-off book to Batman or something like that. But alas, here we are. So. Batman Eternal number 43 from Scott Snyder as well. In this one, we have Catwoman who is holding the spoiler. There's a huge ransom on her, up to like 200 million, something ridiculous, some ridiculous number. We learn why she doesn't entirely trust Batman, and we get the first Harper Row Bluebird kind of an action here. I believe we're at the point now that the preview took place. Whenever that was, so many issues ago. I just find it's very interesting that it's 43 issues in. They haven't missed a week. Weekly book. Like, the planning for this would have had to happen years and years ago. So neat stuff. I'm in awe of the scope of the story that they're managed to tell and getting out every week. The art sometimes suffers, but what are you going to do? Going over to Judge Dredd, this is cover B. My local comic book shop didn't have cover A. I don't remember what it looks like, and it doesn't really matter to me. So we have all the citizens, which are basically deputized into taking down Judge Dredd. He kind of runs into some trouble at the end. Really cool issue. Judge Dredd has been good since this particular run started. It's on number 27 now. I recommend you check it out. If you like Judge Dredd, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Secret Wars is coming in 4 months. Right now, we're in the New Avengers, number 29 by Jonathan Hickman. In this one, they're just... it's more superheroes standing around talking about stuff, but the thing that they're talking about is frightening. So with all the incursions happening, apparently, all of a sudden, there are only 12 Earths left. And it becomes very apparent that their Earth might be one of the last ones standing. And what are they going to do going forward? And then they, Reed is confronted by S.H.I.E.L.D. and whatnot, and Steve Rogers has the tenacity to ask Reed why him and his people have not been doing anything to prevent this when they've been on the run from the Cabal and Steve Rogers himself. So thanks, Steve. That's real good. That's his character in a nutshell. Anyway, so New Avengers number 29, cool stuff, talking about what's happened so far, what will happen in the future. We still have a few issues of this before things go down, so looking forward to them. Spider-Man 2099 is a book I have finally caught up on. I'm current. So everything except for the last 3 issues were not a Spider-Verse tie-in. And of course, it's dealing with Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. Here it's seen in the pile of Spider-Mans. Living in 2014 where he was banished. As of Spider-Verse, though, he manages to jump back forward in time, whatever. This particular issue was really cool. They go to Lady Spider's time, which is like 1895, but it's more technology. It's like Wild Wild West, honestly. There's a bunch of like steampunk stuff and like nuclear technologies and stuff, so really cool. You get to see the Men of Sinistry, which is like the steampunk Sinister Six. Really cool stuff. I actually really dug this issue. I like Spider-Man 2099. I've liked the series, actually, to this point, even though it's tying to Spider-Verse, at least it's something in this case that I'm reading, so I know where in time this is taking place. Otherwise, it really does jump around, and you wouldn't necessarily know what's going on. Anyways, that's it for the poll list this week. There are 2 free digital codes, one for Spider-Man 2099, one for New Avengers. Look for those at the end of the episode. As of next week, like I said, I'll try to get these things more on time, so you know what I'm reading. You can get those free digital codes day 1 and whatnot. Until then, happy reading, and we'll see you again next week.